I'm at Chapel Engineering in Stonehouse in Gloucestershire. This is a really wonderful, impressive facility they've got here. Last year they bought 5 new XYZ machine tools. I'm going to go meet with Frank and he's going to tell me why.
MTD CNC, bringing you the latest engineering news, reviews, events and special offers via video media.
Frank, if I'd have come here 18 months ago, would these XYZ machines have been here?
No, they wouldn't have been.
Okay, so what was?
We had some Colchester lathes and a selection of manual mills.
So why the change?
We had investment and we thought we'd look for new machines to upgrade from where we were to.
So you went from manual, obviously
Yeah.
these aren't manual machines.
Yeah.
We'll touch a bit more on what you like about the flexibility of them shortly. But you didn't stay with the manual solution. What prompted you to go for something slightly more
You still
well,
get
CNC.
the flexibility of doing 1s and 2 parts and manual operation with the CNC side of the XYZ machines.
So I think what's also interesting here, Frank, is, and it's important for our viewers to see, this is just one part of your machining facility. You've got 2 sides to it. This is where you're doing your prototyping and then you've got your production facility as well. So what does the company actually machine and who do you machine for?
We machine for our oil field industry. We like the XYZ machines because we can do prototypes, 1s off, and small batch work up to 10s, 15s off, and with the facility of having the selection of machines. If a customer requires something urgent, we can usually fit it in and accommodate that.
And would that be what happens within your business? Are you very reactive? Do you get lots of calls one day saying, we've got 1 of these, 2 of those, or 50 of them?
Yes.
Is that a likely scenario?
Yeah, that is a very likely scenario. We aim to please and help our customer out if they've got something they need urgently.
So for those 1s and 2s and the prototyping type work, that all comes into this cell?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got turning machines and we've also got milling machines. So how many people would actually work in this cell?
In this cell at the moment, we have 1 person full-time in this cell.
So he would go from one machine to another, to a mill,
Yes,
to a lathe?
yes.
Right, okay. So the programming aspect, does he do all that at the machine or is that done offline or do you save your programs
He does
offline?
predominantly do all the programming on the machine, saves them to the machine, which is backed up onto our server system. So in the future, if we get a similar part or a similar profile we want to do, we can call up previous programs or the same program and machine away.
So the programming firsthand really is done here at the machine?
Yeah.
And then once it's complete and the job's done, it goes and it's housed on the server, can be pulled back at any time?
Anytime we like.
The thing that jumps out at me is the diversity of the machines that you've got as well.
Yes.
With the 5 machines you've got, just talk me through the
Well, we like
difference.
the 5 machines we got because we can go from the very small diameters, medium-sized diameters, to large diameters, and the same on the mills. We got the flexibility of big to small parts.
So that would mean that whatever the size of component and whatever the quantity, 1, 2, 3, you've got complete flexibility.
Coverage of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that is right.
So this is an example of parts that you have made in the cell.
Yes.
Okay, what are they for?
Well, they're all for the oil industry.
Right, and what sort of materials are they?
Or we machine in from mild steel through to aluminium bronze to your 718, 625 nickel alloys.
Okay, now so this is a great example of both milling and turning. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got your milling there as well as your round components. When it comes to the programming side, what about the differentiation between milling and turning?
What we found with the XYZ lathes, it doesn't matter if you've got a large machine, medium machine, or the small machine, the control is all the same. So if you program on one and then the next job you have to machine a larger component, the control's just the same. And that applies as well to the large and the small mills.
So before you bought the XYZs and when you were purchasing them, did you do a lot of homework on
We went
and
around
research?
and we did a lot of homework, a lot of internet homework.
Yeah.
We went to manufacturing shows
Yeah.
and researched them all, the ones we like, and we chose XYZ in the end.
And these particular parts here, if you were doing 1s and 2s off, they'd be done in the XYZ machining cell.
Yeah.
If you do quantities, they go into your production
Into
cell.
our production cell, yes they do.
For more videos, products and news, go to mtdcnc.com or follow MTD Online on Twitter.